Doe? What up, Doe? Yeah. What's the day? Groundhog Day?
Nah, tomorrow's Groundhog Day. Today is the first day of February. You know,
Okay.
Black History Month.
I can't keep up with the shit, man. And look, it still feel like 2020. All right, so look, we're going to cut right into it. Before I get started, this is going to be a short show today. I say, damn, he started on time. Now you're gonna short us. I mean, you know, it is what it is. We had a couple of changes in our lineup. Tamisha wasn't able to make it today. Danny wasn't able to make it today. Prayers to them as they work through their stuff. But still got my man Arnell Davis in the house.
What's up, people?
Yeah, there we go. And we have a special guest in the house. I know this guy real good. His name is Byron Williams.
What's going on?
Yeah. Yep. That's my son, y'all. Yeah, that's my son. Probably said what happened to the hair. He get that from his mama's side of the family, but it's all good. All right, so look, we're going to cut right into it, man. We're going to talk about a couple of different things today. One of the things I'm going to talk about today is several things. What happened to Big Mama? What happened to grandmas? You know, so now they done changed their name to Gigi, Grandmom, Nana. I mean, they're the same person. I mean, but we're gonna start with the youngest generation, man. In your opinion, so how was your relationship? How was your relationship with your grandma and the grandmas?
My relationship with my grandma, growing up, that's where I was mostly at.
Yeah.
At my grandma's house. So we was on the east side with it, both of my grandmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
east side of what? Detroit?
East side of Detroit.
Okay, yeah.
East side of Detroit.
That's right.
So growing up over there, it was a lot of stuff that they allowed us to do that I don't see kids doing now.
Like what?
For example, I had like little guns and stuff like that, little weapons and stuff like that.
Hey man, just talk to these people. My son, man, you have like cap guns, right?
Yeah, little cap guns and stuff like that. You go outside, play with them.
All right, cool.
And then there was a lot of other kids out there, but now you don't really see that too much. A lot of the grandparents are not really involved inside of their grandchildren's lives.
What do you think that is?
Maybe because they too young.
Who, the grandparents? Oh, the grandparents.
Oh,
they still trying to turn up.
Yeah.
So what you think, man?
Well, I think that's the key right there, because everybody is totally different. When grandmama is 40 and the baby's 5, it's kind of hard because you got so many people.
The grandchild is 5 or the kid is 5?
The grandchild is 5.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just roughly like the mother may be 20, and then the kid is 15 or something like that when she had the kid. But it's like the parents don't have the. It's like children raising children.
Yeah.
It's like you got babies, and then they don't know how to actually address the fact that we need to sit there and pour into these children. But that's what I like about right now during this pandemic. Everybody has to sit there and educate their kids.
Ooh, yep. Stay your ass at home while you work from home and your kid.
Yeah.
So now you and your kid both gonna fail math.
But you know what? They're trying to get them back, the kids back in school right now.
Yeah.
Because they are failing so many black kids because their mothers and fathers are dumbasses.
Yeah, shit. And then they can't learn shit. All right, so look, and this what I attribute the fall of the grandma, big mamas. I'm gonna blame it on Viagra.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, because when grandmas wasn't getting no dick, I mean, they had no purpose. I mean, grandpa get a little blue pill. Now the grandkids can't come over. Ain't no more cookies being made. That's because grandpa getting all the cookies. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's all messed up. Now they can't. And everybody, grandma had that one house coat. They just always held together.
Yeah.
What happened to the damn belt? That's because grandpa was using to tie ass up. That's what happened. She never could find it. So I attribute it to stuff like that, man. They said when Viagra came out, old men who weren't able to attain, erections and, women at that age were going through like female impotency. So now they're able to have sex. Shit, don't drop them damn kids off over here.
Right.
For what? Ain't nobody be babysitting nothing. We about to practice making some babies. Practice.
There's a point when you have to live your own life.
Yeah.
You raise your kids. Now your kids' time to raise their kids. You can't be sitting there watching children. It's okay to watch them sometime, but I'm not gonna take care of kids
Yeah.
and take care of them.
But you know what, though? I will say, well, my grandmother had, of course, two grandmothers that were very prevalent in my life. And they both taught me two different value systems that both worked
That's right.
in life.
Thanks.
One was to be more aggressive, and then one was to learn how to be humble. And there's a time for each one of them. And then the cooking was always good.
Yes.
A lot of these grandmas now can't cook, or they don't want to cook. I mean, I don't know what the hell that's about. And then
That's that women's live movement. I think a lot of that, the people just got away from the normal stuff. Remember, you used to have those good home cooked meals,
Yes.
especially on Sundays. If you didn't get no collard greens and, well, I'm gonna say chitlins, but I don't eat stuff anyway.
Right.
But
he used to, though.
no, I
A
did.
lot of our generation, when they get older,
Oh,
there
shit.
ain't gonna be
What the
no
hell was
cooking.
There's no cooking whatsoever.
I don't know what the hell going on. Somebody just started talking.
Somebody
They watching us, y'all. All right, so look, I'm kind of switched up a little bit. So Bryce, in your opinion, so we're talking about Big Mama. What happened to Big Mama? What happened to Grandma? What is your take on some of the young ladies that are learning from their mothers and grandmothers of your generation?
Oh, this generation is getting bad. It's real bad.
Like what?
Far as like females, like I was saying, they don't cook. A lot of them don't cook. Don't know how to cook. Never even looked at it.
Not even no
pot.
Roman noodles?
I mean, that's probably it. The basics.
Wow.
Breakfast, maybe.
If Wolf was here, he would say that's why you get your fat girl.
Yeah. What would say get you a
Your
fat girl? I'm sorry. They don't call them that no more. BBWs.
BBWs, okay.
What are they? Big beautiful women.
Yeah, big beautiful. That's
Yeah, big.
but
And then he would say, "Fat."
yeah,
Yeah, but he loved them though. Everybody loves somebody.
yeah. So
Now, I've had a few in my day.
yeah, you want a decent
Way
cook,
back.
though. You want a decent cook.
Yep. So if a woman can't cook, if a young lady can't cook, most of the cooking learned from. I gotta say, like the mother-in-law or from the grandma. What do you think happened?
From the male side of the family.
Yeah, like the men on my side of the family can really cook. Like my uncles and them, I'm all right. I do all right. But my uncles and them, they cook better than the women, with the exception of probably Auntie Louise on my dad's side of the family. She can really cook.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, they can go. They can go. Arnell cook pretty good.
I do all right, but no,
Don't let them cook no beans though.
they're burned. I'm telling you. But my sister and my nieces, they throw down. They got it from my mother, and then my mother would sit there and she would try to teach me, but I would too busy doing nothing when I should have been my tail right there watching her and learning from her. That would have took me further into the future.
Oh, wait a minute, I think we got a
phone
call. Oh yeah. Now look, since I don't have no engineer, I'm about to try to take this call, y'all. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Hey man, I'm pushing the damn button. Hey,
I gotta swipe it.
oh, you got swipe?
Yeah,
Hey, there we go. Thank you. Hey, call you on the air.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, what's
Good
happening,
morning,
man?
Bar. How you doing?
Hey, you see, we building the plane while we flying it, baby. What's happening?
Look, man, I see y'all got Bryce on there this
Yeah,
morning. What's
man.
going on,
Yeah.
Bryce?
What's going on?
Man, I ain't seen you, Bryce, since you was a little man. You taller than me
young dog.
now.
Yeah, man.
He's taller than I am, bro.
So, what you think about our topic today, man? What happened to Big Mama?
Man, I think it comes from a lot of these young ladies not learning. Their mothers not really have the time to sit down and teach them. And the grandmothers essentially have taken on dual roles of becoming big mom and mama.
Ah, yeah.
That's true.
It's true.
They can't do what they used to do back in the day. Remember, our grandmothers were older ladies.
Yes.
Where most of them were retired. Man, I remember going over on Eveline, my grandmama Mills. My grandmama Mills, she was retired. She sat down. She taught the granddaughters how to cook, like Miss, like your mama Juliet's mother.
Yeah, Miss Debbie.
Yes, Miss Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
And I know them personally, man. They raised me from when I was a little kid, and they sat down. Their parents were the big mamas, and they taught, Sandra and Miss Era and all them how to cook.
Son only learned how to cook the chicken. She got stuck on the chicken. That was her saying, like, shut up.
Hey man, you don't let son say
Hey,
that, man.
me and Si got a special relationship. I take my shots at it when I can, man.
But I understand what Bryce was saying. Like it's going to trash now, and these young ladies ain't even trying to learn how to cook, and they don't even listen to Big Mom. They don't know how important Big Mama is in the whole frame of work in raising them. They don't get it.
Yeah, the matriarch, that's what it's called, right? The matriarch of the family now, it's collapsed. I mean, you still got some around. The ones that are still doing it, man, shout out to y'all. But you younger ladies, and even some of you women that are in your middle ages and your mother or your aunties are still around that know how to cook, y'all need to learn how to cook. Because I'm going to tell you something. Your man ain't going to do all the cooking. He can't go to work and do all the cooking. Now, I do agree that everybody needs to chip in the kitchen as well as the bedroom, okay? Everybody got to put some ingredients in, all right? I'm just saying. Everybody got a role to play. But if that man is doing all the cooking, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. So you got to be able to at least do 3 dishes, okay? You got to be able to do 3 dishes, you know. My ex-wife, she learned how to cook, but she tricked me. Okay? That's what she did. Hamburger helper. Okay, now you know a hamburger helper got about 50 different box meals, man. But, being a guy coming up, I thought I was like gourmet, But, man, I'm telling you, I see hamburger helper right now, man. I'm telling you, I have PTSD, man. I don't want to see that shit. I mean, but at the time, the reason why I'm against it because I put on 100 pounds the first year of marriage of damn hamburger helper, man. I was working out. I was lifting weights, but I wasn't doing no cardio. But the point I'm trying to... Huh?
Does manwich count?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, manwich count. Yeah, manwich, yeah. When you single guy, man, you getting some meals, you ain't complaining.
The crazy thing about it though, like they don't even have to learn from their parents. They be on TikTok all day. That's where I learned how to cook my meals on TikTok.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
You can swipe up, you can see a whole bunch of different types of meals that you could put together.
I don't even know
just based off TikTok.
What's that?
What is
Look,
TikTok?
man,
TikTok.
I can.
This ain't TikTok, man. I think you thinking that. That's not TikTok. You see, that's what I got that shit. What?
Byron,
Yeah.
I could put together a Thanksgiving Day meal so out cold more than some. I could cook better than a lot of women out here.
His name is Clorenzo Ragland on Facebook, ladies. Clorenzo Ragland. He's a chef.
He's a gourmet.
He slings in the kitchen, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So look, Doc, let me ask you something, man.
He's just slanging his meat. That's what he's doing. He's slanging the meat around.
Meat.
Meat.
So what's your take on this, Doc, about what we're talking about, what happened to Big Mama and women not grasping the...
Well, actually, I think it's been a plan from the beginning. I mean, with Planned Parenthood and things like that. I mean, because when you break it down, women wasn't allowed to have children out of wedlock in a sense of it even being known.
Okay.
Like, I got a feeling there's some very important families here that had children, but no one ever knew. You know what I mean? But their big brothers and big sisters took them on as their children.
Right.
So it don't look like they had babies out of wedlock and things
Yeah,
of that nature.
that's happened a lot, especially in the black community.
And it's an important family here that I'm pretty sure they had about 2 or 3 children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah.
And
That happened to them. Like they were talking about Janet Jackson. And
Yeah.
but it's a big important family in our own backyard.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Oh, we got another call.
Yep. We got another caller.
Hey, we'll get you back, Clemenzo. Hit us back.
I talk.
All right, bro.
What's that?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Hey, what's happening? What you got for us?
Yeah, man. I'm on that little topic, kids just having kids too young nowadays, man.
Yeah, this is true. So I mean, have you experienced this with women that you've dated or was married to or had children with that the grandmother or the mother was in their life, taught them how to cook, taught them what do they call it, home ec.
Yeah.
They used to have classes in high school back in the day.
They had it in,
So what's your experience on that?
I mean, but you know back in the day, man, hey, my mama used to throw down, your mama used to throw down.
I know who this is. That's a very distinctive voice. What's up, cuz?
What's up, B.D.
Hey,
Jr., man?
Yeah, man. What's happening, man? Yeah, you're right. We came from a family that cooked. The women cooked, the men cooked. the women made sure the men knew how to cook because they knew this age was going to be coming when the women wasn't going to cook.
And when you have to take care of yourself.
You got to be able to take care of yourself, you know?
All right. I mean, you know, it's just everything they doing they doing stuff too young at young ages now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Hey, look, while I got you on the phone, man, we're going to switch topics here. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that a fat ass makes a woman beautiful?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As I done got older, dog, I don't really look at all that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what you looking at?
It's the personality.
Okay.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. She can be the ugliest one, but she the one that got your back in every way, though.
That's
true.
Point. That's a great.
And you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
And we're not body shaming nobody, so let me put this disclaimer out there. What they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something. In some cases, which people think that are unattractive women, truth be told, they're the ones that's winning. Because
right.
yeah, because sometimes you date a woman that could be beautiful, but she has a very ugly personality or disposition, and it make you not even want to be with her. That's why a lot of these women out here that are fine as hell are single.
That sounds like the city of Atlanta.
All right.
What'd you say? Okay,
Sounds like the city of Atlanta.
break that down, man. Break it down.
Basically, in Atlanta, you got a lot of females from all over the place. Texas, Baton Rouge, just all over the place.
Right.
Bad females, but they don't have common sense.
You don't have common sense.
And it's like a lot of the stuff that they do, they doing it because they're pretty or they're gorgeous or they think that they can get off on people because of how they look.
And being in Atlanta, they got fat ass, right? Most of them. Yeah.
Most of 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do they lead with their ass?
No.
They don't lead with their ass? Okay. So
Some of them do. A lot of the people that's Instagram famous, you will see them leading with the cheeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they taking pictures of just that.
Yeah.
So check this out. I'm gonna give y'all a little black history, and it's actually history for everybody. There's a lady by the name of Sarah Baartman. I know when I put these glasses on, shit just got real. So look, I'm looking like Fred Sanford up in this mug. Sarah Baartman. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of this lady. Check this out. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Sarah Baartman. Okay. I'm gonna read a little something on her. I want y'all to check it out. 2 centuries ago, Sarah Baartman died after years spent in European freak shows. Okay, mainly because of the body that she had. No, she had ass.
Yeah, she had a big ass.
She had a nice body. Nice body. Sarah Baartman died on December 29th, 1815, but her exhibition continued. I want y'all to keep that in mind when I'm getting ready to tell y'all. Her brain, skeleton, and sexual organs remained on display. Again, her brain, skeleton, and sexual organs remained on display in Paris Museum until 1974. She was born in 1815, but her body parts remained on display until 1974. She wasn't buried until 2002 because Nelson Mandela had to force the issue.
Wow.
So check this out. I'm going to read a little stuff. Basically,
I didn't know.
This man, it's horrible. It's horrible. Exploitation of black women because of their bodies. Her life was a huge hardship. She was born in South Africa, Eastern Cape. Her mother died when she was just 2, and her father was a cattle driver. He died when she was an adolescent. She entered into domestic service in Cape Town. She had a partner. They murdered the Dutch colonists. Murdered her partner. You know who that is. You know. She had a baby. She had a baby. The baby died. And then, I'm sorry, it was a typo here. She was born in 1789. 1789 she was born. In October 1810, although she was illiterate, she had talent. So she signed an entertainment contract.
Okay. You got to be careful.
She signed an entertainment contract.
You got to be careful with that.
Damn Warner Brothers.
You see what I'm saying? Warner Brothers should have warned her brother. So look, she was illiterate. She signed a contract with an English ship surgeon, Willie Dunlap. Now, they claim that this guy was a mixed race entrepreneur. They always try to do that shit because this is the first time that they mentioned he was mixed race. Okay. So now this came out through the BBC. They always want to try to put it back on the black man. These people were white, so don't believe that bullshit.
That's right.
Long story short, She signed this entertainment contract. She went to the UK, and they toured her all over the UK and Ireland, and they had her dressed in that type of outfit, which is basically see-through. Can y'all see that? It was see-through, and she performed for white people. She was pretty much like a
sex slave.
She was a sex. It was human trafficking.
Right.
It was human trafficking. And long story short, the whites were so amazed with the roundness of her ass that it sparked a revolution where women, white women, wanted the buttocks like that. So when you see those dresses in the slave days, with the white men with the thing with the little hump on the back.
Right. You're talking about like the mistress dresses?
Yes, yes. That's what started that.
Yeah.
That's what started that. So look, I'm gonna get through this real quick, man. As I did the research on this pissed me off. So this is what I'm asking y'all. Does a fat ass make you beautiful? Sometimes it gets you in a lot of trouble, even if you don't want it to. Let me see. So basically, you know, the Europeans was fascinated with her exhibit, with her body. And these are some of the things that they did to her.
Okay, yeah.
They would have these parties, and people would just touch and feel on her, dance with her, have sex with her against her will. I'm not even gonna go through all this, man, because the shit is making me mad. So when a lot of times people are always talking about black men are attacking black women, who's that in the picture with her?
Right.
I don't want to hear shit else.
Well, you gotta.
I don't want to hear shit else.
That they're fascinated with all things black.
Yeah.
They go out their way to put you down as a black person, but they actually want everything black.
They envy it. They envy it. Look, I'm gonna close this out real quick. I just got to tell a few more pieces of this, man. In 1814, she moved to Paris. So her original handlers that duped her on this contract because she couldn't read, told us entertainment contract. They supposedly gave her an honest contract where she just kind of just performed modest events that had no sexuality. But all of this display against her will, you had some people over in the UK that felt sorry for her, took her to court. She had to testify, but she testified in favor of her handlers that said, I want to do this at free will. And of course she didn't. So then after that, the handlers sold her to another gentleman. Well, I was going to say a gentleman. He was a fucking asshole. His name was George Cuvier. And he put her into these sex parties in the animal cage. And basically, they just toured her around. And Sarah Baartman got so stressed out, she started drinking. She was forced to have sex with multiple men. And I'm about to show y'all some pictures, man. I want to piss y'all off today. So when y'all doing that $40 club shit, I want you to think about it, because everybody that you selling to ain't in favor of you. Even after this woman died from syphilis and all this other stuff, this same guy sold her body to a museum. But before they did that, they made a cast of her body at a party. Wow. Because they knew that when she died, they were going to dissect her. So I want y'all to get ready, and I apologize in advance. If you got kids watching, you can let them watch or not. But this picture's it's a little nudity. This is actually her body. That is her body. That's the museum that she's at.
That's crazy.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
Some bullshit, man. That's the first known case that's been public on sex trafficking. Fortunately, check this out. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm getting upset.
Don't get upset, man.
They dissected her, man, took her brains out. They took her brains out of her body, took her pelvis, put it in a jar, and toured it around the world for the world to see on display.
That's right. That's just like what Henrietta Leaks.
Check this out. Let me finish this real quick. Then I want you to go into that. Finally, in 2002, 194 years later, the lady finally gets buried.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
In a couple of days, no, wait a minute, just last year, some white supremacists went and threw white paint on her grave and her plaque.
Oh wow.
So, does a fat ass make you beautiful? You better think about that shit. You're out there fronting, walking around, and leading with your ass. It's somebody out there waiting on you to stab you up, carve you up, put your ass on display.
Yeah, bring the wrong attention.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say that, man.
Bring the wrong attention.
But I like to say this, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, no, please.
Women are consciously going to get themselves cut up and everything just so they can have a fat ass.
Yeah.
And it's sad because we are not taught to love ourselves.
Yes.
No matter our complexions of our skin, we're not taught to love ourselves. We haven't been taught to love ourselves ever.
Yeah, I agree.
The newest generation right now is probably the first generation that's teaching their children to love themselves. I mean, of course, there's some people that's doing their jobs. Like I do my daughter dark skin, so I say, baby, God made you beautiful.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Me and your mama just helped a little bit. You know what I mean? I said, but other than that, God gave you your thick lips, your hair, and your eyes, and your bright eyes, and your nose. You know what I mean? I said,
which everybody's going to pay for now.
Right. I said, and people was going to pay to look like you. I said, but you have to understand that life is never going to be fair to you, but you have to be fair to yourself.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
And then so when her first incident with her teacher called me about the kids, you know, she beating up kids because, you know, she whipping their ass.
Right.
Because she been raised around adults, so she ain't had no little kids.
Right.
I'm snatching her up, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when she played with somebody, it looked like she flung them.
Mm-hmm.
So the teacher was like, she keep bringing God up. I said, oh, I know why. Hold on. I said, Naveen, why are you beautiful? Because God made me like this. Why is your lipstick? Because God made me like this. And then the teacher started tearing up. I said, don't you tear up. Tell them kids to quit teasing my daughter.
Yeah.
Because that's why she keep bringing God up.
Exactly.
And she was like, wow, I didn't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
what was the point you was making about the
Henrietta
other?
Leaks,
Okay, what's her story?
That was the lady that they found. That most of our cancer research is based off of Henrietta Leaks.
Yep.
They didn't award the any rights to the family or anything like that. They still objectify us even to this day.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you're familiar with this vaccine. I'm not a proponent of the vaccine because I don't know what's the vaccine entail. They say they're gonna give you a little of the actual virus so it can be introduced into your system.
Man, you can give me a little bit of that reparation money, y'all, or shit. That virus shit.
Yeah.
Bryce, let me ask you something, man. Based on what I just read to you, have you ever heard this story before?
Never in my life.
See what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff that they bury. What is this? How can you compare this, what you see on Instagram, to what's happened with Sarah Baartman?
What you mean, like?
First, like the women with the $40 club, with the women, you know, always got their ass up there showing themselves. They want all this attention. This lady got attention and didn't want the attention
that it came with?
Yeah.
Instagram females, they different. I ain't gonna lie. Especially with this generation, everybody chasing clout.
Okay.
Being famous. Like, people rather be famous than rich nowadays. I honestly don't understand that, but that's what a lot of the females are looking for. Now, you got females that's actually like in strip clubs getting to the money, that's showing their body off, but actually getting money. But then you got females on Instagram that's showing their body off just for people, for attention. Because they're not getting the attention. They haven't been getting that attention. So they get their body done just for attention.
So do guys in your generation respect those type of females? Would you be willing to have a relationship with one of those type?
I don't. I ain't gonna lie, I don't.
Yeah. So why not?
It's just too much attention seeking.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when I give you attention myself, and you want attention from a whole bunch of other dudes and a whole bunch of other people, for them to just build up your confidence one whole time, I respect confidence that you grew with,
right,
instead of something that you bought.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
What do you think about the women
Well,
constantly posting ass? You know, I don't know nobody think I'm a hypocrite. I mean, you know, I be on Instagram. I see stuff. You know, you scroll through like, oh shit, you know. But it's like I ain't, you know, I'm not in a DM or nothing like that. But it's like you put it out there, people gonna scroll past and see it. I mean, but everybody is just not a scroller. Some people trying to get in your DM, trying to get into your home, trying to home invade, trying to, you know, sex trafficking. Y'all gotta be careful. That's the point that I'm trying to make. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
But not only do they have to be careful, but you ask for you pretty much think because you have a fat ass that you're beautiful.
Right.
And it's like sometimes your personality don't match. We talking about a beautiful person on the outside, but you still have to be beautiful on the inside. Sometimes you could talk to one of these women and say, hey, how you doing? And they ignore you. You could even open the door and hold the door for the lady. They don't even say thank you.
No, my
what
God.
happened to the,
Yeah.
to the gratitude of somebody saying
Chivalry.
hello? And opening and holding the door for you.
Exactly.
Like, other than that, slam the door in your face. Fuck you. It's like if you're not going to be reciprocal about the situation where somebody can give you appreciation and show you appreciation, why not? Why would you walk around with this fat ass on your shoulders?
Say that again.
Your fat ass on your shoulders.
Tossing your own salad. Cut that shit out.
Hey, you gotta grow up and be realistic about it. I'm not telling you to say you're not beautiful, but what I am saying is being normal about the situation.
What is beautiful?
Beautiful is a person who has a great personality inside as well as looking good on the outside. You don't have to be actually beautiful. And
Right.
What is beautiful? Beauty is not
Beautiful person.
Yeah, you have to. I think the Temptation had a record called. He said, I think they said beauty's only skin deep.
Yeah.
But ugly is to the bone.
Okay.
So you can be a beautiful woman, but you can actually be ugly.
Yeah.
Who wants a really ugly woman when you have a messed up attitude?
Ooh, man, that is the worst.
I don't care how
The
beautiful.
worst.
Y'all laugh at those people on what do you call it?
Like
Housewives.
Atlanta Housewives.
But that's what you're making. You're making more and more of those type of people where you got all these crazy ass
Say it.
dysfunctional people.
You growing up. I was like,
Shit.
so, Beto, what's your idea of a beautiful young lady, speaking from your generation?
Personally, I'm a fan of dark-skinned and brown-skinned women.
What? Look at that.
Wow.
Big fan, major fan.
Go ahead, some dark skinned grandkids.
But beauty is really, like you were saying, it's skin deep. I mean, it's not just skin deep. It's really what's on the inside for real. So
Right.
I look for somebody who's always supportive of me. Like we could support each other
Right.
all the way through. So that's beautiful. It's really shocking. So like whatever shocks me that I like about you, that's what I find beautiful about a person.
That's grown man talk right there. Hey, how old are you, man?
20.
Just turned 20,
Just
y'all.
turned 20.
Just turned 20. That's grown man shit.
On the 12th.
Ain't that something? Hey, so look, this is what I think a beautiful woman is. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do like looks, but she don't have to be the best looking. But sometimes it's certain things that a woman can do and or say or wear, her style, her suaveness.
Right.
Which makes her beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you, I do like fat ass. Ain't leave me lying. I like a fat ass.
women,
I do like fat ass. I do.
I like curvy women.
But that's last. You got curvy is nice. I mean, and I've dated women that didn't have no ass. I mean, they didn't last long, but it's okay that they were beautiful people for somebody else. But no, but for real though, great personality, gotta have humor, gotta be able to cook, gotta be able to have my back, gotta, like you said earlier, be able to reciprocate.
One of the things I like is being first in a woman's life. I don't want to be further down the line, especially if we're gonna be significant.
You don't want to be in a tournament?
Dude, if I'm
You don't want to be in the Final Four, man?
if I'm in the finals, I'm out. Fuck you.
At that point, you competing for a spot that wasn't really yours.
Ooh, say that again.
It was competing for a spot that wasn't really yours.
This is true. All right, so look, this is our last little segment. We're going to get out of here. I want to bring this up before we go. Do y'all think social networks has ruined relationships and or marriage?
Most definitely.
How is that?
From younger points of view, I feel like a lot of stuff that you post on Instagram or people that you know post on Instagram, say for example, you like a picture of a female that you know, if you like her picture on Instagram, you got a girl, she might trip out about it. Right. It's not just because you know her, it's because you like another girl picture.
Right.
And they hate that. And it's a point of insecurity, but at the same time, it's like, us as men, a lot of us are not thinking that way, but their past relationships based off social media and what happened between them is what
you get blamed for it.
Yeah, you get
What you say? What you always say?
Hey,
paying for the last man mistake.
Yeah,
there you go. You pay for that.
That's a whole different level now with social media, though. Paying for the last man mistake.
Okay, so go in a little bit further on that.
They can get their heart broken on social media. Like, it's a lot of stuff on social media that could really alter how a female looks at relationships. Like I was saying, this dude named Justin LeBoy. Yeah, that's on Instagram. He
a trip, man. Ooh, Lord mercy.
It's like
he gonna need security.
He basically tell all the source, all the men's source, like everything that men do behind the scenes that females don't know about. He'll put that on blast, and it's like, all right, that wasn't necessary because now you got more insecure females out here.
Yeah. So we were talking about
do that.
We were talking about last week. Now I think I know what the definition of a fuckboy is. That would be Justin LeBoy. Yeah. His name should be Justin LeFuckboy. That's what his name should be. Don't do that, dog, because you're gonna grow up one day, and then all that stuff that you put out there. If you like women,
because you don't know,
they're gonna hold it against them.
You never know, because
you know what I'm saying.
A lot of times when we got women, you're already competing with the last guy.
Yeah.
Okay, because like whatever he did wrong, you're gonna do wrong. And then another thing, guys, this is just strictly for the guys. Ladies, you can turn your head and whatever. Don't tell her what your past was like. Or past encounters.
You talking about the women don't tell the guys about the past?
Don't tell your past.
Yeah, you can't tell your past.
If you tell anything that you did or however in your past,
unless you got one that if you're able. Here's the thing: if you tell your past and she tell your past, you got to be man enough to be able to take the story as well as you deliver it. But then sometimes the story top yours. You can't be curled up in the corner.
You don't give them.
You got to keep something for yourself.
Put it like this. I don't know if y'all remember. There was this episode of Girlfriends.
Okay.
And when they were talking about how many men have you been with, and
body count.
They gave They gave a generic answer, and what the generic answer was 3. I believe it was 3.
It's about 3. But you got times that.
There you go. But check this out. Times 7.
No, I'm gonna take it further than that. And I've always told women this. So women say, well, I only slept with 10 guys. Okay, you slept with 10 guys. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to show you lying. Okay, how many dudes you just get head to? That's it. Oh, okay, so it's another 10. So now your body count is 20. Right. Okay, how many dudes you give hand jobs to? Okay, 5. All right, how many dudes you just let finger you? That's another 5. That's 30. And this is where the number jump. How many dudes you let go down on you? That's 50. That's 20 dudes. Because you know y'all love getting head. That ain't a body count. That's a funeral home. I'm just saying. So don't be lying talking about no damn 3. Yeah, I know y'all laughing. Wipe your mouth. I see you over there. Yep.
But we know now.
We know now. We know. But yeah, let me give y'all some facts real quick, then we're going to get out of here. We were talking about, social networks ruining relationships. 20%. There's been a 20% annual increase on Facebook enrollment. It's associated with a 2.18% to a 4.32 increase in divorce rate. Now, this is per Google. This was in 2014, so I'm pretty sure that is double. According to survivingdivorce.co.uk, social media is a 1 in 7 factor of divorce. Isn't that something?
That's crazy. Wow.
Most of this stuff, like they say, is based off of jealousy, distrust, conflict with romantic partners because other people are not friends with other people with their partner on Facebook or other social media. Like you were saying earlier, folks are checking to see who likes your picture. That's the 5th picture she doesn't like this week.
And what's crazy is they'll check it from a whole different account that's not theirs. So it's like they'll create a whole different account and check your page. It's gotten to that point. It's ridiculous.
So what is that? What happened now?
It's just like I don't even know how to explain it, but like
that's social network stuff.
They do it to lurk. You ever heard of lurking?
Okay, break it down.
Lurking is the worst thing that you could possibly do. They say, go ahead, lurk and get your feelings hurt. So basically, if you like searching on somebody's page and you find something that you don't want to find, then that's gonna hurt your feelings because you was looking on that person's page too much. Right. And the whole time you should have trusted that person, but
yeah, because they can. It's some way that they can see who's visited their pages and stuff like that.
That's only like it's certain ways. I mean, if somebody else can do that, for your page, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing, though. Before you had a relationship with this person, you had a relationship with people from the past, people that you went to school with, childhood girlfriends or childhood friends, cousins, college friends. You know, I always say, if you're a dude that you're dating a woman and you don't trust her, and y'all friends with each other on Facebook, don't be trying to slide in her DM or try to hack her account and all this shit. Because if you don't trust her on social networks, imagine what she do when she leave the house. You know, you cannot, there's no way possible that you can drive around the entire city knocking dicks out of hand. You know what I'm saying? You have to be an octopus on a skateboard. Just leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. If you got that much insecurity, male and or female, you probably shouldn't be with that person, or you the problem. You the problem. Get your insecurity straight, because more than likely you probably paying for the other person paying for the last person relationship.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the whole thing.
That's it. That's all I got, man. I mean, shit. I know we did good. Hey, but look, before we get out of here, I want my son to talk about. Would you talk about your business a little bit and stuff that you got going where people can pick up your product or whatever?
Okay. Basically, I'm a creative owner, and I'm a part of a group called 111 Collective, and over the last year, we just started putting our things together, and we just did a homeless drive in the cities of Detroit and Atlanta, and we fed and clothed over at least 500 people. So you could watch the video on my Facebook at Bryce J. Williams, or you could watch it on my Instagram at BanksBeno, BANXBENO. It's in our IGTV. I'm also an owner of a company called Drip Set, the Fashion Connect. I can't get into too much detail about it because we're still in the building process of it, but it's basically it's a storefront for people who don't have a storefront. So like online presence, who don't have an online presence, that's what I meant to say. So businesses, websites, or clothing brands who don't have an online presence. So we take that over. Basically building up to be the next Shopify. Okay,
what about the music? Is your music available?
Oh, yeah, my music is available on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud. I just dropped a song called War on My Mind. And that song is basically about one of my friends. He went to go hit a lick. If you don't know what hit a lick means, get into a little robbery, rob somebody. And the robbery went wrong. So they told me the story. I asked them if I could write the song based off of it, and that's where that song went from. So that's
when they find a song underneath your name?
Underneath my name, BanksBeno. It's actually Bambino with just an X in between. So it's BANXBENO.
Okay. Arnell, tell people about your services and where they can find you.
Well, I do security. Yeah, you can find me at DetroitSecurityConcepts.com. But pretty much, I want to say happy. African, what's the Negro History Month?
Yeah, Black History Month.
Black History Month. That's
I was like, damn, it's Valentine's Day
right.
already?
No. But you got to remember, a lot of people want to know why we got the shortest month. But the reason being,
they already know. Who told them?
No, because Carter G. Woodson started Negro History Week back in the 20s.
What's it called?
Negro History Week.
I thought you said, okay. You said
Negro History.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
That's what
and it progressed to a month.
Okay.
And that's how it actually started.
Okay.
It was with Carter G. Woodson.
Okay. All right. Y'all know who I am, Byron Williams, Relationship Bodyguard. Hey, I want y'all to go and check out my book, Umbilical. The first 25 people that put hashtag umbilical in the chat room, I'm going to send you a promo code for the audio book. This is for today only, the first 25. Okay, I want y'all to go ahead and do that. Support me. You can also, you see my website on the bottom there. Check out all my books. I got 5 books in total, 1 more on the way. Come check us out. And look, we will be tuning in with you guys again next week. Talk to you soon. Stay safe. Peace.
Have a good one.